Okay, so the topic of conversation today is consistency, specifically consistency being the goal. Now, for anyone who is a frequenter of the gym, right, likes to stay active and fit and healthy, you will have come across the bro split. And over the last 10 years or so, it's kind of been ridiculed as like, oh, it doesn't work and all this sort of stuff. But if you go and have a look at all the guys and girls who were lifting back when the bro split was the way to do things, their results are still fantastic. And so when all the science-based evidence and everything around this shows that it's not as effective, how is it still working? And I think it comes down to the answer of consistency being the goal. Because yeah, you might not be 100% optimal. You might not be the most efficient, the most effective, best performing athlete or whatever regime or whatever you're trying to do, building business, same thing. But as long as you're turning up and you're putting in the work, volume negates luck, right? It will happen. And so this is kind of what I wanted to focus on today, because I'm always trying to focus, I'm always trying to leverage, like, what's the most efficient way to do this, the best use of my time. But it also comes down to, like, do you actually want to do it? And so a question I always ask in final interview whenever hiring anybody, and it's a fun one because no one's ever thought about it, which is really crazy, is really simply to ask, okay, if you could live the same day, or rather you had to live the same day every day for the rest of your life, what would that look like? So just take a minute to actually process that and think about it and be like, right, money's no object. My life is my life. I get to design it. I am God for today. What would I make and why? And the typical response we get is, oh, I'd be on a beach, Muay Thais all the time, I'm never working. Sorry, Muay Thais. Shows, there you go, don't drink very much. And like, okay, all power to you, crack on. Go and actually do that for 3 weeks and you really won't enjoy your life very much. You might. You might just turn into an alcoholic and love it. But I don't think it's sustainable. So like, if you actually had to plan it, what would be sustainable? And now, I've got a connotation, or most people have a negative connotation with the word work, which I've tried to create a disconnect with, because come from a physics background, work is a word we have attached this thought process to of, I turn up, I do a thing I don't enjoy, and I get paid for it, when the physics definition is a transfer of energy. That's it. You have put in energy, something has happened, that's work done. And so kind of the way that I would personify that into my real life is putting energy into creating or building or doing something. And I don't want to ever stop working. So work is definitely going to be a part of my everyday. And so yeah, have a think. Be really specific about what your day would look like. What time do you wake up? Do you want to watch the sunrise? Do you enjoy waking up at that time? Because that's really important. Like, some people are night owls. I'm not. I go to bed really early. How much time do you want to spend with people? Like, are you seeing your family every day? When are you eating? What are you eating? Where are you eating? What are you working on? Actually think about it. Because I think for most people, the answer to that is something they could do now. And they're just choosing not to, which makes me think, is it actually what you want to do? So there you go. So my thought for today is, that's a little insight into what I've thought about and how to try and actually build a life I want to live. And I think the answer is consistency. So creating an environment and a situation where you want to live every day, and you want to do every activity on the list, and you want to do it your way, surrounded by the people that you want to be around. There you go. Food for thought. That's my day's thoughts. See you tomorrow.